Welcome back. Today's crypto is OG. So as usual, I'll be doing price predictions and of course comparing it to Bitcoin and Ethereum and telling you my honest thoughts of where I see OG going. This is a crypto that caught my eye recently because it's actually managed to break out. But when I talk about breakouts, it's very, very important when you first have your initial breakout, which is this candle here. This is your first initial breakout. You don't come back to test. You have to get a nice good breakout. And this is your huge breakout, which went up 135% in a day. Now we get our test. Of course, you're going to come test after you go 100% in a day. Of course, you don't buy back then, right? You got to wait. You got to wait for the signal to say it's over. What does the signal mean when it's over? For me personally, trade secrets, you wait for the trend to be changed. What does the trend exactly mean? Because everyone has their own definition of what a trend means. To me, I like it when basically you get a higher high on the close. So here you go. Here's your close. And then you start to have a weak close, weak close, weak close, weak close, weak close. But you start to get decreasing volume. Okay, so this is telling you that the end is near. Of course, you don't know the end is near at the time because all you're seeing is these charts red. Now, this can keep going down. You don't know at the time. But this is your entry, right? This is your entry. Now, if you have your alert set up, you could say, you know what? There's my entry there at $8.65. If you have your alert set up, right? If you don't have your alert set up, that's your close there around that $10.70 mark. And now you wait for the retracement at the swing top, which is right here at that $9.76 mark, which is right here. This is your entry, right? This red candle here is your entry. Ideally, if you look at charts often. And this is why I stress a lot of the time, charts are probably your best way to make money in crypto because they remove all the emotion, all the announcement. Everyone thinks, oh my God, I have this news announcement. By the time the news is already out, the whales have already made their move and you're most likely too late, generally speaking. Not always, but sometimes. But this is your entry. Like I said, this is your entry. This is a beautiful entry at that $9.77 mark right here. Stop loss underneath wherever one of these candles, whichever one you see fit and which one you're happy to lose. So some people, they're happy to lose 15%, 20%, whatever it may be is personally up to you. But there it is. Now, if you miss this entry and you're watching this and you want to get into this crypto, not financial advice, but what should you do theoretically? There's a few different ways you can say about it. The first way is actually, we probably shouldn't test at this $9.77 mark again to show strength, right? So we've had 3 bounces on it after this breakout of the change in trend. So basically we should not be testing this again. So you can buy here, place stop loss underneath there, which is a huge stop loss, place stop loss underneath there, which is a huge stop loss, I might add, because your stop loss from where it currently is your stop loss from where the current price is about 25%, which is a huge loss, right? Or you can actually go into the 4-hour chart, which is what I like to do and you can actually say, okay, look at this candle here. This is an enormous candle, right? Look at the volume, very, very high volume. And you can see it has a bit of a tail on it. It closed up high, meaning that whales came in to support the price at that $11.50 mark. So ideally, it shouldn't break this orange horizontal line, right? That's where it shouldn't break. So that's your stop loss. There's your entry. See how you want to go, dismantle it, see how you want to go. But this is just some of the ways I look at in terms of charts and looking at in terms of a stop loss. And ideally, you should not come here to show strength. Now, it can break it, and then I've obviously got up from there. It can happen. It's just the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, no one's been able to figure it out and crack the code of a perfect stop loss. It's just probability at the end of the day, and that nothing works 100% of the time, unfortunately. So where do I see OG going? Well, crypto is going up at the moment. And it should continue to go up from here for the foreseeable future. So now you're looking for the really good cryptos that have roared out of the gates. So OG is one of them, right? It went up over 100% of the day. This classifies as one of the really strong bulls going into the bull market. Should the bull market resume this year, or should crypto continue to go up this year, OG should have a lot more left in the tank, but we'll have to wait and see. So let's do our price predictions for OG in its USD value. So price prediction 1 will definitely be here at these tops of these candles, which will be $14.35. And of course, you definitely will get near the all-time high at around at $16. I say all-time high because when this thing got launched on Binance, which you typically see these things happen on it, you actually get, unfortunately, a very, very high red candle where basically this launched on Binance, everyone bought it at $30 and got dumped on. So that's why be careful buying your altcoins on Binance the day they get listed. So that will be a point of resistance. You got just over a 2x from where it currently is. That's pretty good gains, especially in cryptocurrency terms, right? So put your stop loss underneath those levels, get a good entry, look at your charts every day, and that can tell you if this crypto is doing well. So let's have a look at OG versus its Bitcoin value. I can't show you an ETH chart because it's too high on market cap to even show an ETH chart, and same thing as CoinCodex. But here we go, OG against its Bitcoin value, and you can see really roaring out of the gates against its BTC value. Now, BTC has been on an absolute tear, of course, lately, but OG has still managed to hold up very, very well, and there's your breakout, there's your bounce. Now, if I move this retracement from the previous swing top to the high, and I move it right there, you can see there's your bounce on the 50 right here. There's your clean cut rejection, but then you get that clean cut breakthrough right there. There's your retracement, and there you go. And we're probably going to test that high again against its BTC value at 0.0055 of a Bitcoin. So very good against Bitcoin at the moment, but it needs to hold this trend, right? We don't want to be going down for very long against its BTC value. So OG, once again, doing a very, very good job holding against its ground, against its BTC value. And we'll just have to wait and see if it can continue. So to summarize it, OG definitely going up from here on out. We'll have to wait and see, though. This is a crypto that pulled ahead very, very hard, so it can dip quite heavily, but have your stop loss in place and prepare for the worst if it ever does come, because things are still doing very, very well in cryptocurrency land, but that can change in an instant. But until then, everyone, stay safe out there, and I will catch you on the next video.